can start. So today is the last day of our review of colonial town and townspeople. You could have printed out some colonial boys and girls from long ago. Here is a colonial boy. It's a paper doll. And here is a colonial girl. Now, they also have traditional clothing. Here's the girls' clothing. Remember, they wear dresses and aprons, shoes from the cobbler. They'll have a jacket and a hat or a bonnet that ties around their neck. Boys from colonial time periods have breeches, pants that go to their knees where they wear long stocking, and shoes with a buckle. They also wear hats. It was considered polite. You would have your Sunday clothing and then your everyday clothing. Same thing with the girls. I'm going to show you a short 5-minute clip about colonial boys and girls, and there's a place you can visit called Colonial Williamsburg. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia, about 4 hours from where we live. Maybe not even 4, maybe just 3. Another place that's very similar to there but much smaller is Old Salem, which is only about 30 minutes from where we live, in a city called Winston-Salem. I see some friends with their hands up, so before I get started, I will answer a few questions. Are we?
Can I color while I'm listening? I got way too many printouts. Do we need some new printouts?
No, you can just choose to do the boy or girl and their clothing. If you want
how many printouts I have.
Yeah.
And
if you want to do the animals in the cover, you can. All right, Spreety, what's your question?
So can we choose can we choose what clothing we want the first day we make the
Absolutely. You can choose their Sunday clothing or their everyday. Are
yes. Yeah, because if we glue it, it might just with the paper just a little when you take it off. And
the great thing about paper dolls is you don't have to glue them. They have these little rectangle tabs. So when you cut them out, don't cut out the rectangle tabs because you're going to fold them to go over your person. And I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Oh, Russell's got one already done. Russell, may I spotlight you? Can you turn your person around and I'll spotlight you? Is that okay, Russell? Okay, I think he's telling me it's okay. So I'm going to find Russell and I'm going to spotlight him. Russell has made his colonial townsperson. Do you see how you can hold the clothing on him and you can change their outfits? How cool is that?
Miss Kate, how do you make it be clothing? You need to put tape on it?
No, I will show you in a minute. Okay, so for right now, while the video is playing, I want you to color and cut out your colonial townsperson and clothing. Let me turn off the light.
I haven't printed mine out yet.
That's okay. I'm going to turn out the light and begin the video.
Miss Kate?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one? Is this the girl?
Yes, ma'am. Here we
Okay.
go.
Colonial Williamsburg's junior interpreters know all about growing up in the past. After completing their training, these special volunteers between the ages of 10 and 18 work in costume at sites throughout the historic area, teaching young visitors what it's like to be a kid in the 18th century.
Well, they were all homeschooled because they didn't have public schools for children from little to what would now be 12th grade. So if your parents were uneducated, you were likely to become uneducated too.
Well, here's the introductory class, which is for by maybe a private school teacher or maybe by their mother or father. Then the poorer kids, the lower class, would usually not learn. Or if they had time, then they would learn by the mother or father. For a slave, learning was kind of an on-job learning. You were taught to do a specific job when you were old enough to do the job.
So he just got through talking about, oops, sorry, I skipped it. He was talking about how you're taught to do a trade at an early age when you're really young and you only learn that one specific job. So most likely, if your father was a blacksmith, what job do you think you had to learn? How to become a blacksmith, right? So that's what he was saying. Hold on 1 second and I will go back to the part of the story that we were on. All right. What work did kids do? That's what it's asking. What work did kids do? Kids like you.
Chores were similar to ones the kids do today. Like they would make their beds and some would scrub the floor and help with food and stuff. But some were very different, like getting water from the well. And now we just turn on a faucet and we get water. But they would have to open up the well and pull the water and transfer it down to the buckets. And there's a lot more work.
So at the James Getty house, he was a silversmith, so his sons and daughters would probably be polishing silver, sweeping, keeping the shop tidy.
Well, if they were lucky, they'd be doing sewing. If they weren't, they'd be out in the fields. They might also be helping with their mother in the kitchen, or the slave that they had in the kitchen.
And helping their mother and cooking if they were a woman, and helping their father and learning an apprenticeship if they were a male.
What did kids do for fun? So now they're asking them, what did kids do for fun?
Kind of a hard question to answer, especially from a slave's point of view. The only day they would ever get any time to themselves would be on Sundays, and the time that they would mostly spend for Sundays would be they would be out in their gardens. If they had a garden, they would also tend to their chickens if they had those.
Slaves would usually play mancala, but then it wasn't really one for laughs and fun. It was used for slaves and children to learn how to count.
Okay, so this game that they're playing, it's a game that we have now. It's called Mancala, and it would help them learn to count.
Put up 16 sentences. Then you'd know what 16 is.
When their chores were done, they had time for fun, like hoop and stick.
Hoop and stick.
Played with musical mates.
Okay, let me go back to the hoop and stick. So the hoop and stick is a very popular popular game. You can see it now. You take a hoop and you hit it with a stick and keep it rolling. You could play it with a hula hoop. And then another, there he is. See how he's hitting the hoop with a stick? Another popular game, it kind of looks like bowling, where you run a ball and knock down the pins.
On Phil, they play trap ball. They just play like jacks, and they do run plates, and they dance. Dancing was a lot of fun for all ages.
Okay, so now they're asking them, would you rather be a kid then or a kid now? Let's see.
Probably today. I like the things we have now. AC, running water.
I'd be a kid today, probably, because that way I could get a proper education.
I'd probably be a kid today because, again, you get the proper education, you get running water, good food, a shelter to live on, a shelter to have, and air conditioning. Yeah, that is one of the bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be nice to be sort of both, which is why I like this job. I mean, there are a lot of cool things that they would do back then that we don't really think about today, but I mean, it's a lot easier today, a lot of things.
That would probably be a hard decision though, because all the things they did is the costumes that are fun and all the games are very educational, which is a good thing. But then I probably miss a lot of conveniences that we have today. But everything here is fun.
Okay, so that was our clip about, whoops, dropped my paper doll. Pilgrim boys and girls from colonial times. Now, hopefully, yep, you've done yours like me. So I've got my pilgrim person cut out. Do you see these little dotted lines right here? You're going to cut, not all the way, but just a little bit to where the dot ends on the dotted line. And then it's on the opposite side, on the other side. Then you can take it and kind of slide them into each other so that your pilgrim person stands. Then I kind of fold them just a little bit so that they stand up. See how my pilgrim person's standing? Next I have,
Is it okay if I did it a different way, it's still standing and nearly looks the same?
yes. So here is a dress. See how I left the tabs on the dress? Watch how I make it fit. You place it over and you fold the tab back and you fold the other tab back. Do you see how the dress stays on? And I didn't even have to use tape. I just was folding the tabs. Then I have her bonnet. Now, I need to cut out this circle in the middle. Can I teach you a trick? You can fold the bonnet in half like this and put a little cut here. You can open it back up. Now that you've got your little cut, you can fit your scissors through and slowly try to cut around the circle like this. have to be careful I don't get too close to the edge. Now I have a hole in my bonnet, and I can put the bonnet on my Pilgrim Girl and fold the tabs down. Now look. See? Another way for the Pilgrim Boy hat, let me show you the hat. I'm going to cut mine out as quickly as I can. So it's not going to be super neat, but I'll do the best that I can. The Pilgrim Boy hat looks like this. See how it's got a dotted line? That dotted line, once again, I'm going to fold the hat in half. Like this. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut on that dotted line just a little bit, and then I stop. I don't cut it off. All I did was make a little slit in the paper. Then for the Pilgrim Boy, you can slide the hat on, or sorry, I did it the wrong way. Slide the hat through the slit. Look, he's wearing his hat, and I didn't even have to use tape. So now you can act out and pretend you're different colonial tradespeople with your colonial paper dolls. Yes, are we?
Can I stay on for a little bit so then I can color?
Sure. So we'll go ahead and log out. This was fun. I enjoyed this unit with you. Next week, we are starting a brand new unit. Our brand new unit is going to be about how to take care of our Earth. That's going to be super fun, and we're going to learn lots of cool things. Don't forget, and I'm going to put this in the newsletter, we have our virtual egg hunt next Friday. You'll need 10 eggs and a basket. If you don't have a basket, you can make your own out of a paper bag. Estelle?
Pointed out.
Okay, Estelle.
I want to show you my favorite doll.
Can I?
When she has her hat on.
Okay.
She has her hat on.
Can I tell you a secret about these paper dolls?
Yeah.
My mom was a teacher for a long time. She was a teacher about 45 years ago. These were her paper dolls that she did with her boys and girls. And Miss Kate saved them and scanned them into the computer, and we're still using them today. So I made these paper dolls when I was little. Okay, Miss Kate's is gonna sign off, and I will see you friends on Monday.
Okay, bye. Bye.